fucking car to drive. And you talking shit about me? Shut the up. Y'all don't even got a fucking house to wash your ass. And then you talking shit about me? Shut the up.
Even like when my children, love my children. All 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, listen, no more handouts. No more handouts.
Cut off her financial support, allegedly leaving her to defend herself against public criticism. Yaya Mayweather has pushed back against the negative attention regarding her reliance on her parents for money. She maintains that accepting financial assistance from one's own parents carries no shame, while also suggesting that Floyd's decision to withdraw support stems from his own financial collapse, rather than any desire to teach her independence.
Wouldn't you want to? I want the same thing for my son. I don't want him to ever have to work. Why does that bother so much? And why is that always being thrown in my face like that's such a bad thing?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently discussed his parenting philosophy during a podcast appearance, stating that he can no longer accommodate every financial request from his children. He emphasized his desire for them to develop self-sufficiency and financial independence rather than depending on the wealth and success he has accumulated throughout his career.
Money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, from here on out, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do this.
Following the reported termination of her allowance, Yaya Mayweather has generated discussion by expressing curiosity about experiencing life with a conventional 9-to-5 job. However, skeptics have raised doubts about whether she could genuinely manage the rigors of a standard workplace environment, given her privileged upbringing and exposure to a lifestyle far removed from ordinary employment.
I've seen this story about Yaya Mayweather, right? So Yaya Mayweather is the daughter of Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Obviously, Floyd Mayweather, world-time iconic boxer, made $1 billion in his lifetime. Money Team. I seen her, and I was kind of torn. At first, everybody was like going at her, ha, oh my God, y'all going broke. But I'm like,
never.
You know, I wasn't really mad at what she was saying. So basically, she was saying, lately, I've been bored. So bored, I was thinking about getting a job just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun.
Now, for full context, she's been rich her whole life.
Oh, like, yeah, she's a Nepo baby. She's
a Nepo.
She is the example of what it looks like to just only know lavish, only know luxury, only know the finest of the finest.
And then her dad is Floyd, so all he do is
floss.
Like, he got floss, he got 100 cars, he got all of this. They fly in a private jet.
Right.
So her whole life is luxury, and she probably has never had to struggle or had any type of adversity. She don't know, and she can't relate to anybody. This is probably why she can't create no products or services to monetize her startup.
Right.
Critics have also voiced concerns regarding Yaya Mayweather's understanding of financial responsibility, despite her upbringing within Floyd Mayweather's considerable wealth. They contend that having access to money does not inherently translate into possessing the knowledge required to manage it prudently. Budgeting, saving, and investing represent essential skills, and without them, even a substantial fortune can diminish rapidly. The conversation extends to a broader pattern observed among affluent families, where a significant proportion of second-generation heirs lose their inherited wealth. This phenomenon is frequently attributed to inadequate financial education or an upbringing that cultivates entitlement rather than discipline.
I already know what's up. These little girls don't know how to do nothing. And she's sitting on my I'm bored. And y'all can say, well, her daddy rich, but like, well, what if something happens to her father? Oh, we got trust funds. Okay, cool. He may have trust funds. But does she know how to budget money? Does she know how to make money? Does she know the value of money? That empire, that estate is going to be gone. And statistics show that 85% of second wealth generators from their parents go broke because they don't understand how to manage it, which means there's a few reasons. Either we spent too much time making it, we didn't have time to educate our kids on it, and so we just gave them everything. Or two, they just don't give a damn. They just entitled, spoiled.
Yaya Mayweather has consistently rejected comparisons between her lifestyle and that of average individuals, asserting that her circumstances are fundamentally different. As the daughter of boxing icon Floyd Mayweather Jr., she experienced a childhood characterized by wealth, luxury, and opportunities that remain inaccessible to the majority of people. Given that background, Yaya has argued that it is unreasonable to evaluate her by the same standards or expectations applied to someone from a vastly different financial reality.
Have to stop. Literally. Y'all have to stop comparing me. And even the people that y'all comparing me to, they have to stop. Okay? Comparing themselves to me. Because listen, you cannot y'all have to stop comparing me to people who wear fake designer stuff, okay? Let's start there. Who wear fake designer stuff. Baby, I'm walking into designer stores, Neiman Saks to get my stuff. They're not. They're getting these from these little boutiques, whatever. Let's start there. Now, then we're gonna go to stop comparing me to people who rent exotic cars, foreign cars. Baby, every car I drive, best believe, is paid for. Not rented, paid for. In my last name is on.
As Yaya defends her position on receiving parental support, speculation regarding Floyd's financial state has continued to mount. A post on X from Desiree detailed that Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit earlier this year alleging that a former close associate defrauded him of approximately $175 million. The claims include years of misappropriated funds, jewelry transactions where $100 million worth of pieces were pledged for only around $13 million, a private jet that effectively disappeared, and real estate dealings that did not favor him. The situation appears increasingly serious and complicated. The tweet further indicated that the opposing party has dismissed the allegations as unfounded and pointed to Mayweather's personal spending habits. Some observers believe he simply exhausted his fortune, while others suggest the financial strain could compel him to return to the ring, potentially for the long-rumored exhibition against Mike Tyson, simply to generate additional income. Regardless of interpretation, after decades as Money Mayweather and earning over $1 billion, witnessing such a substantial figure vanish must be painful. According to the lawsuit, Mayweather claims that his former associate Jonah Renitz gradually assumed control over numerous aspects of his business and financial affairs. Mayweather asserts that Renitz operated as a trusted advisor and managed significant monetary matters for multiple years.
Mayweather, let's go. So now he has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his business partner, Jonah Renitz. So the name should be familiar to you. He has been described as Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man for decades. Also, he has been named in several lawsuits with Floyd for them being involved in scams themselves. The lawsuits include allegations for fake exhibition fights, allegations for unpaid jet bills, unpaid jewelry, unpaid services provided. But in turn, now Floyd is suing him and saying, hey, I never saw this stuff. You have scammed me out of jewelry. You have scammed me out of money. You've scammed me out of real estate. And so this is a big, massive lawsuit, guys. What's also interesting is Floyd has had an interesting support for the Israel community. Jonah Renitz is a member of a prominent Jewish Orthodox family. I'm curious if he's going to continue to have the same set of support. I'm also curious to say if he's going to prevail in the other lawsuits. Is this a way for him to get out of it, or these false allegations?
Dana White has commented on the reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legal and financial challenges, even suggesting a willingness to offer assistance to the boxing legend. White remarked that when someone works as diligently as Mayweather did and amasses the kind of wealth he accumulated, losing it or having it stolen represents a terrible outcome. The recent legal filing includes allegations of stolen funds, fraudulent investments, unauthorized bank transfers, missing jewelry, and the purported sale of assets.
The richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has reportedly become embroiled in yet another legal conflict, this time involving Showtime and his longtime advisor Al Heyman. The boxing star is accusing these parties of financial misconduct and improperly handling money connected to various business arrangements. According to the claims, Mayweather believes that millions of dollars were mishandled or withheld from him through deals associated with his career and commercial interests.
Filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million. So why is Floyd suing it, and what is he claiming? Well, Floyd argues that during his legendary career, where he generated $1 billion in revenue plus and pay-per-view money, a significant portion of the funds that he made through those events, through his fights, didn't make it into his hands because they were funneled through accounts controlled by his then advisor, Al.
Steven Espinoza, the former president of Showtime, has also responded to the allegations made against him and the network.
Look, I can't say too much about it. The lawyers have asked me not to, but obviously Floyd is looking for $340 million, which he, I think, supposedly discovered 10 years later is missing. I think you can tell by my tone what my thoughts are about that. And look, all I can say is I'm confident in the legal process. I'm confident about what the facts are going to show, and I look forward to this playing out in court so everybody can see exactly what is true, and exactly what where the money went. Because if you look at the how my career has played out, I spent my career going back to representing both Mike Tyson and Oscar De La Hoya. I've spent my career making sure that fighters are treated fairly and have gotten compensated fairly. And I've never done anything, but that. And I think at the administration that I ran at Showtime was one that was very fighter friendly, and I stand by that. And I know my reputation will continue to be.
Veteran boxing analyst Teddy Atlas addressed the lawsuit, noting that former Showtime executive Steven Espinoza was named in Floyd's legal action. Atlas acknowledged that he had never been an admirer of Espinoza and claimed that numerous fighters were not always fairly compensated during boxing business negotiations. Teddy Atlas further stated that many observers believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. is pursuing these lawsuits because his extravagant spending habits and persistent financial demands may have generated considerable monetary pressure behind the scenes.
Know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was named him. I never was a fan of Espinoza. Again, I'm not afraid to say and not mince my words when I feel a certain way. And I've taken arrows for it, and of course I've also taken some praise for it. That people say, "Hey, Teddy's going to say what he feels." I was never a fan of him. I never thought he was a man that kept his word. I never thought he really did a great job over at Showtime. I mean, they put some good fights on because the fights were available, because the landscape made it available. Where there was, there was a lot of job shortages in the business, if you will, and people are eager, of course, to fight on a platform like Showtime. If you're gonna pay them, it's a lot of fighters available, and you didn't have to be talented to put on good fights at Showtimes. Like I said, there weren't a lot of places to go. There was a lot of unemployment. There were not a million places to go and get paid. So if there was a place, boom, there was a line of people waiting to get into that.
Former ESPN writer Jason Whitlock has asserted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has spent extravagantly in an effort to remain relatable and keep pace with celebrity culture. Whitlock suggested that Mayweather's lavish lifestyle may have contributed to financial difficulties. potentially leaving him in debt. He further alleged that the boxing legend could be contemplating a return from retirement to address his financial obligations and settle outstanding debts.
Floyd Mayweather is an example of the stupidity of living for the culture and trying to be relatable and trying to be this incredible icon or example of, look how much money I've made. He's blown it all, and now at 49 years old, he's got to go back into the boxing ring and continue to fight because he's in a lot of debt. And this is what I was trying to make the point to Cam Newton about. This whole, I'm doing it for the culture. What is doing it for the culture ever?
Despite earning more money than virtually any boxer in history, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has confronted mounting speculation about his financial situation following years of excessive spending. Renowned for his luxury automobiles, expensive jewelry, private aircraft, opulent residences, and high-profile existence, Mayweather has cultivated a public persona centered on wealth. Nevertheless, critics contend that sustaining such a lifestyle can entail enormous costs, even for someone who has generated hundreds of millions of dollars over the course of their career. Claims regarding financial difficulties have ignited a broader debate about how rapidly extreme wealth can dissipate when spending persists at an unsustainable rate. Regardless of reports and allegations, without careful planning, prudent investments, and responsible expenditure, even extraordinary wealth can eventually encounter significant pressure.
Amount of money, money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, like there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, now he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I think it's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived.
Yes.
I think he can't fathom to just live a modest lifestyle. It's like he gotta be lavish.
Right. He's got to have those videos where it shows you all the watches, where he opens the case up, you know.
All the money. He got to show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, you know, he got the latest watch and the latest car and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that shit. Like, boy, that money goes quick.
Terrence Crawford stated that Floyd Mayweather's situation should serve as a crucial lesson for young athletes worldwide. Crawford emphasized that it represents a valuable learning opportunity for up-and-coming athletes across all sports, not just boxing, because tomorrow is never guaranteed. He stressed the importance of making wise investments and sound financial decisions. Crawford added that money can serve as a tool to generate more wealth, but it can also become a hindrance, leading individuals to exhaust their resources under the assumption that another paycheck will always arrive. Planning for the future remains essential, yet many people fail to do so. However, Shakur Stevenson has defended Floyd Mayweather, arguing that even if the boxing legend is experiencing financial challenges, comparing his situation to that of an ordinary person would be misleading. Stevenson pointed out that Mayweather accumulated enormous wealth throughout his career, meaning that what appears to the public as financial trouble could still represent a level of prosperity beyond most people's imagination.
See the headlines with Floyd right now about the money issues coming back. Like, what do you think about stuff like that? What's your thoughts on that?
You know, I try not to get in too much of that kind of stuff because, right, people could talk about, oh, Floyd broke and Floyd this. Man, even if, let's just say, coincidentally, Floyd broke. Floyd broke ain't like everybody else broke, bro. Like, Floyd broke is a different type of broke. Like, Floyd broke is our super rich at the end of the day. So, now to see him come back fighting, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe you know what I think my thing is with Floyd? I know him. So, like, me knowing him, I know that he just loved boxing.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.